even almost got in a fight, apparently. And some, like, cholas came around.
And let's address the elephant in the room right now.
Ay, ay, ay. Ya llegamos.
Didn't have time to unpack. Look, got my luggage right here.
You guys, we literally just got here.
La Tejana de Rockin' Boots. Let me put my luggage away. Hold on.
Dale, be. Mientras tanto, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another Cruda Realidad podcast. This is your girl, Lily Bae.
And this is your boy, Impro Mando.
And believe it or not, I think today is the first time that I'm ever literally cruda on the podcast.
I was hurting today. I felt so tired. I took like 15 naps all day today. Flights, waiting on the plane, on the flight. Un pinche pedo. Last night was too real. But before we get into it, go ahead.
In case you didn't know, because we gotta remember, babe, not everybody has us on Instagram. Some people are straight up YouTube. We were actually in Texas up until an hour ago. We actually went to the Houston Rodeo. Ended up at the club. Un pinche pedo. Pero ahorita les decimos más. Pero that's what we went to. That's what we were up to this weekend. And babe, what was your favorite part about this weekend?
This weekend, my favorite part was experiencing something new. Because we did say that on the last podcast that we're going to be outside.
We outside, literally.
So Houston Rodeo was something off of our checklist for this year because it got hyped up and everything. So we're here to give you the full details on what to do, what not to do, what to expect, and overall if we will ever be back to the Houston Rodeos. You know.
Yeah, so we ended up going to Houston. We got there Friday. It was a Friday to Monday trip real quick. They were hyping it up last year for sure. Yeah. I saw it all over a lot of people's stories. And I was like, what is Houston Rodeo? Like, I had never heard of that. And whenever I said that to my friend, she was shook that I had never heard of it. But I'm like, yeah, I never heard of it. What is it? So it's basically a big ass freaking fair, right? Huge fair, bigger than anything we have here in Tampa. But every single day they have a lineup of artists and big artists that play every single day, right? And out of the whole month, because it is a month-long event, one day is actually a day where they, one day is actually called Tejano Day.
Yeah.
So every artist that's out there is, I want to say Mexican-American, Mexican. And that's a day where all of the raza goes and they get super lit, right? So that's when I was like, bruh, we got to go. What? There's something big as hell like this and we've never been. So I'm like, let's go, right? And yeah, we made it happen. Literally last minute bought our tickets. Like always.
Shout outs to Lily Bae. If you did not watch her Instagram, her outfits were on point this weekend. Well, first of all, the number one outfit, which was when you were wearing the jeans over to the rodeo. Amazing.
Did you like it,
The
babe?
Boots, the hat. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
What, do you want me to dress like that more often?
I think so because you stand it out so much. Like from everyone else. Well, I mean, there was a lot of people dressed like that too, but I've never seen you like that. I mean, I've seen you once or twice, but I think, you should do it more often. Yeah, so imagine you doing that here because you'll be the only one dressed like that here in Florida, West.
I was telling our friend Juani, which in case you don't know, we did a podcast with her, co-owner of Rockin' Boots. I was telling her that I've gone to Hideout my whole life, right? Hideout is like one of the events here in Florida that I could actually wear boots and a hat to because we live in the city and nobody wears boots and a hat, right? But even though I've gone my whole life, I never know what to wear. Like I'm always wearing the same thing, like jeans, a crop shirt, boots, right? But I blend in with everybody else there, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until it wasn't until I started noticing the way that they dress for their brands that I realized, bro, you can literally dress anything up Tejano. I've seen her wear 2-pieces, dresses, jeans, t-shirts, literally anything you could think of. Just add a belt, a Tejana, if you want to wear a Tejana, and boots, and bam, it makes it Western. So I feel that for the next few jaripeos,
I want to see that. I want to see that. Just because you have a huge selection of boots upstairs.
Oh yeah.
So that's for sure. You added another hat to your collection, so maybe you have 3 or 4 hats. And let's address the elephant in the room right now.
What?
I'm wearing a cowboy hat. I'm wearing a Tejana for you guys watching on YouTube, and you guys, I'm gonna explain to you for the people watching on Spotify, listening on Spotify. It's a badass black Tejana that I have not been able to take off all weekend.
Literally.
I really loved it. It looked really good on me. At least I feel.
Yeah, I think
at the
so
beginning
too.
when they first gave it to me, I didn't really love it because it was more wider.
You
right?
didn't see the vision.
And then later, the next night, I told her, hey man, hook it up for me. Ya le di una foto. I showed them exactly what I wanted. So you guys are gonna start seeing me wearing Tejanas every now and then. Not all the time, but I feel like this is the perfect feel for me, just because I've wore like sombreros before,
which I didn't like.
They were like wider. There was the whole different vibe to it.
Yeah.
But this one, you like this one, right?
Yeah. So yesterday when we were antier andamos at Rockham picking out our boots, our hats, like all the accessories. And I see Mando come around the corner with the Tejana, like the one, no, what is it called? The other type
sombrero.
A sombrero, like the one that he always wears. I'm sure you guys have seen it when we went to Catalina's Catalina's first birthday. You wore that hat.
Yeah.
It was the same exact hat. Yes or no? It looked almost
much,
identical. Yeah. So I was
Casi.
I was like, babe, I'm wearing a Tejana. Why don't you wear a Tejana too? He didn't want to. So me and my friend Fanny made him try on a few different hats. And literally the first Tejana you put on, what was mine and hers reaction?
Like, oh my God. It's
yes.
that one.
Yeah.
I was like, no. Hold up. Let me try different ones.
Yeah.
And then that's when I found
But the cool thing about it there at their shop at Rockham is that they can formar your hats. So if you like the hat but you want it a little differently shaped, they could do it there, literally in a matter of minutes. I tried on some boots and I have wide calves apparently, and they stretched them out for me right then and there.
Shout outs to Toño.
Yeah, so any little custom work like that is badass because they do it there on the spot for you. So they made it happen, right?
Yeah.
And I wore my outfit, you wore your Tejana, and we were outside.
Wait, do you have a discount code at Rockham? Maybe you could share.
I'll give it to you guys. Lily Bay, just do Lily Bay. I'll tell her to activate that.
Ya está.
But what's cool about it, a lo que iba, is that for the next few jaripeos, I'm gonna be. That's my laundry. I'm gonna be decked out, babe. Watch. You're gonna be like, dang.
That's
I feel like I'm confident enough now to know what to wear, kind of, sort of. Hopefully it'll get better and better. And it was even cooler about it. Not only do we have rockin' boots that sells like a whole bunch of cowboy stuff, we also have Peranoche Tiendita.
Oh yeah.
So I have friends that hook it up.
So you have no excuse, babe.
I have no excuses not to be looking like basic at the next event. So if you guys ever see some cool little outfit details, mándamelos, because I'm really, really gonna try to dress better. Even though ahorita I look crazy, I know.
So I have a question for you, babe. What do cowboys put on their salads?
Dressing.
Ranch dressing.
Ranch?
Like ranch?
Oh, ranch. I'm dead.
I just had to squeeze that in there. But we did go on Instagram and ask people to ask us questions about the rodeo. What should we do? What did we think? So we're going to go ahead and answer that so we get into that. Are y'all coming back next year? That's the number one question.
What do you think, babe?
Wait, are we going to be super cruda realidad about this? Like 100? We're not going to sugarcoat nothing?
Are you asking me on live?
Yeah.
No, yeah, tell them.
Okay,
the question was, will we go next year?
And can I tell you who that's number one right now? That's
who asked that question? Fanny.
No.
Juani.
Hija
de su madre. So I think it depends. If we could get a squad to go, number one, for sure, right? Because the more people go, the more fun it was. We had like a squad of 10 with us. Mm-hmm. They were all Juani's friends, but we've already kind of met them throughout the past few months and stuff. People. Super cool. Everybody's super cool, right? And number two, it also depends who's performing.
Yeah, I think that's number
3, for sure, pregame. Because we didn't pregame this year. And yeah. Pero si no, like if nobody wants to go, if the lineup is whatever, pues honestly, no voy a ir otra vez. Because like I told you guys earlier, I want to go party and try different things every year,
Yeah, it's one of those things that you've done once and that si llega la oportunidad to do it again, and there's like you said, a squad or a couple people want to go, and you want to show them that experience, and if there's a good act,
if we happen to be out
to
there,
be in Houston, let's get it.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be outside.
We're gonna get more into it, but I'm gonna go ahead and answer some more questions. What did you really think about rodeo? Was it worth the hype? Like the hype overall?
Super packed.
Yeah, right.
Like ridiculously packed, and everybody was telling me that. Everybody is gonna be super packed. It's gonna be a lot of walking. Please believe me. Please believe them when they tell you that. I mean,
so I can only compare it to two things in my life. One is when we go to La Fiesta del Rancho, right? And there's like, let's say 1,000 people walking the street times 1,000. Like it's that much people. Like you can't even walk through people. Like you're back to back.
Like sardines.
And the other one that I could compare it to was when we went to Oktoberfest. Mm-hmm. Super packed, everything packed. There's lines everywhere. Even to get a drink, it's just super packed. The fair side, when we went to the rodeo, the actual like concert, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, the rodeo, the actual concert was actually, they had good AC, they had drinks. The lines were not packed at all. I thought the drink lines were going to be ridiculous. But no, not at all. You walk straight up to the counter and quick.
They actually had a lot of drink lines, a lot of drink spots.
So I actually did like that part because, number one, it had AC for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Did you guys think it was going to be that packed? I didn't think about that.
I didn't even think about it.
But I already know Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, so I already knew it was going to be huge, but not that packed.
Yeah.
When we left the rodeo, the actual concert, that's when we saw the masses. Like it was a lot. Like we ain't even bullshitting you guys. It was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yes, okay. We kind of before we left where the rodeo took place, where the performance took place. We waited in there like probably like 45 minutes to an hour, bullshitting, finishing our drinks and all that. So by then, the majority of people had already left. And even still, when we stepped outside, it took us a good, I would say like 40 minutes to get through the crowd of people to kind of get a breather. Just a breather, like to stand somewhere. We even almost got in a fight, apparently.
What?
Yeah, you don't even know this, but... we're all standing like sardines, bro, trying to get through, right? And all of a sudden, one of the vendors had Mexican music. So me and Juani were kind of like dancing, hey, just like walking and dancing. Like literally not like doing vueltas or nothing, just kind of dancing in place, while we're walking. And some like cholas came around. No, it was like one chola. She came around and she's like... She's like, I'm trying to fucking get through here instead of y'all fucking dancing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I was like, Lily Bae, now right here, girl. Now right here. But I see Juani. Juani, if you've ever met her, she is very tiny, very skinny, very, very you could lose her in the crowd really, really easily. She came running behind me so fast. She's like, ayúdame, güey, que me van a matar ahorita. And then, because she heard it too, that girl said that, And I was, no pasa nada,
Seguro.
But, yeah, that happens. But
I like this question. What was your favorite part of the rodeo?
My favorite part from the whole thing, even like
or
outside?
One of your favorites. Don't have to be. I'll go first if you want. If you want to think about it.
I already know.
Oh, go ahead.
The inside part, like the watching all the like little shows and performances that they put on, and then the stage and all that was super badass. I feel like that was my favorite part.
My favorite part was something that we don't see here in Florida, and it might be normal for everyone else. The amount of raza that was there.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. Like 90% of the people there were Mexican. They all wearing cowboy hats and all that. So, like, to see that in one place is super cool to me because we don't see that here in Florida.
Where did all these people come from? Yeah, that was my favorite part.
I've never been. What would you rate it? 1 out of 10 overall.
I would give it a solid, let's say, like an 8 out of 10. I think an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'll give it like a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
I think what brings it down, honestly, is the amount of people.
Yeah. I think that was the only downfall, the amount of people. Maybe if they had different exits from the show. But maybe everybody was just getting out from one exit, and that's why it was so packed there. Because once we like got out of all that area, I feel like it came down a little bit. It wasn't that packed in the back or any. You know what I'm saying? When we were over there by the Hideout and everything, we were able to finally get food and stuff. So yeah, I would say that was the only downfall for sure. The amount of people.
And let's be honest, we're gonna clear all this up is because we've been to the fair 3 times this year already.
Yeah.
So we were used to the fair. We were used to walking around, the rides, the food, y todo. And I know for the people in Houston, well, I think that's their yearly fair, right?
Yeah, kind of like ours. Mm-hmm.
So for us to go to the 3rd or 4th time to the fair, it wasn't like, right?
We were like, oh my God, like we already had turkey legs, deep fried Oreos, everything you could think of, literally like a week before.
So what was?
But I was more excited for the performance and everything.
What was your favorite thing that you ate?
What was my favorite thing that I ate?
What stands out is I've never had it was a pizza on a stick. That was really good.
I want to say deep fried Oreos are just.
They never miss, huh?
I fucked up my Lent, guys. I was supposed to do sugar, pero ¿sabes qué? I'll start today again.
¿A quién fueron a ver? Fuimos a ver a La Fiera de Ojinaga. They actually had a huge performance. The stage was nice. I've never seen a stage like that in person.
Rotating and everything.
It was like a star for Texas, which
I
don't
didn't
know if
even
you
notice
noticed that. They were able to walk around the stage. The performance was really nice. The lighting was nice.
Yeah,
everything was
badass.
Nice. Yeah.
It was super, super nice. The only thing is that it was only an hour long. So I was like,
that was super short.
If I would have known, me hubiera aguantado the 2 times that I had to go to the bathroom.
Someone said, talk to us about the after party. But before the after party, talk to us about the Hideout.
Bro, I was a little sad.
The Hideout was super hyped up beforehand, right?
Everybody and their moms was in my DM diciéndome que vaya al pinche Hideout. And I'm like, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. Tell me why by the time we actually got there to the area, they weren't letting nobody in. So the Hideout is basically a tent inside the fair, a huge tent inside the fair.
Like across the fair, right?
It's like an after party, basically. And it ends at 12, DJs, performances, all that good stuff. And by the time we got there, they weren't letting anybody else in.
Yeah, since like 8 p.m. or 7 p.m.
Yeah, and then somebody told me, and that was like around, let me see, like, we probably got there around 8:30. And people were telling me that they stopped letting people in by 7:30 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So that was the only part that I was like, wah, wah, wah. But it's okay. We don't be like, oh, this ruined our trip. We were just like, okay, moving on to the next. Where are we going next? And we ended up going to this club. It was called Bliss.
It was not Buena Vida?
Buena Vida, but it's like Bliss also. It's like a 2-in-1. Bro, that shit was so lit, right?
And tell us how you like that club compared to places that you've never been here in Tampa, right?
Well, number one, so I've said this a million times, but no freaking Mexican clubs out here compared to the ones in Texas and California and Arizona. Over there is Otro Pedro, bro. Otro Pedro. But what I really, really love about these clubs is the fact that when we walked in, we thought it was an American club because they had like rap, reggaeton. Nobody was wearing a Tejana. We were like, bro, why did the flyer say Banda Night? And then we get here and it was like straight up hip hop. There was Latinos in there like Bad Bunny and all that vibe, but it was more like that type of environment. And all of a sudden they start playing Mexican music, which you would never guess, right? And everybody's Mexican apparently because everybody started dancing La Chona. Everybody started dancing the banda that they had on. And then 2 seconds later, entra la banda for an hour. And then you realize, oh shit, this is actually a Mexican club too. But it's like a 2-in-1, which I really, really like. So we don't have nothing like that over here. Over here is strictly Mexican club, which as soon as you walk in, you know, because everybody's wearing Tejana boots, belts, Mexican music all night. And maybe they have like a 20-minute reggaeton / mainly reggaeton, what do you call that section? What do you call it? Session. So yeah, the fact that allá was the other way around, it's a lot of reggaeton and everything else. The fact that like everywhere else we've been, they mix the Mexican music perfect with everything else makes it super badass.
Which, you know, I thought about something. I was like, you know what? Lily has always wanted a DJ like this. So we should have got the DJ's information.
Oh, yeah.
And be like.
Yeah, anytime I throw a party, that's the type of DJ I want to play a little bit of everything, because I'm sure a lot of you guys know that Mando and I love our Mexican music, but we also love a lot of different genres. Hip hop, reggaeton, trap, we love everything. Yeah. So that DJ literally hit the nail on the head with everything, right?
And someone said, did y'all meet any subscribers or followers at the tent at the rodeo?
Oh my God, yes. And it was crazy how many people and how they found us. Because like, como les digo, it was so freaking packed that I was like, there's no way we're going to see anybody. Because there's like people on top of people just walking through the whole carnival, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, we did meet a lot of people. Shout out to everybody that we met. Super, super nice. I always say this, but Texas people are just like Lily and Bay. Party mode, ready to get lit, ready to see what's the next move, just ready for it all.
Yeah, and the thing that was funny was that most of them that came up to us, they were on a search for us.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, oh, we saw Mando on his video, so we were looking for a guy with a Tejana. Mm-hmm. And then they were just searching for us. And then when they finally found us, they were like, hey, finally, we found you guys after searching. I thought that was cool.
Looking for, it's like a needle in a haystack in there.
Yeah, most of them were looking for us, but yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Super cool people. Everyone's so down to earth and ready to party like us.
Yeah, so, luckily we met so many cool people in Texas. Even at the club. I ended up posting on my social media what club is good tonight, and a few people said the club that we ended up at. As soon as we walk in there, we're kind of standing around a little lost because we thought we came into the wrong club, honestly, right? And then all of a sudden, somebody stops and is like, like that, right? And I'm like, like a little confused, right? Because I'm like, there's no way that these people know me here, because it didn't look like a Mexican club at all, right? He was like, oh, you're Lily. I was like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, and that's Bae. And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, oh, do you guys have a section? And we were like, no. Like, we literally had just walked in there. And he's like, oh, come on. And they hooked it up with the section, giving us free drinks. Super, super cool club, like I said. AC worked perfectly fine. Yeah. Bathrooms were nice. Lighting was badass. Light show. DJ was badass. So... yeah, everything was super, super
cool. Le echan chingo de ganas. La banda llegó, and you already know our thing is la banda. So we had a blast for that 1 hour of la banda.
Yeah, I would definitely go back to that club when I'm out there, right?
Yeah, just to get fucked up and shit-faced there.
Like, our friends from over here would love that type of club. Yeah. Because we've gone to Escapade in 2001 and all that. But I prefer a mixture like the club we went to last night. Mm-hmm. What do you think? I love the Mexican, like straight up Mexican club too, pero... I like the mixture.
That'll be for like a party night. If you're trying to go for a full Mexican vibe, don't go there. Yeah.
But if we take our friends from here, what do you think they want?
It'll be perfect.
Yeah, they for sure want that mixture, because we don't have anything like that over here. We do have the straight Mexican clubs, but we don't have any mixture like that, which is cool.
But yeah.
The first time that happened to us, do you remember where it was?
In Austin.
Yes, you guys. We were actually in Austin on 6th Street. A bar hopping and getting freaking lit like always. And I'm sure you guys are probably like, this bitch, she really has never seen that. But no, we had walked into a small, tiny hole in the wall club. Había muchos americanos, muchos morenitos. Like, you would never think that it was a Mexican club at all, because the majority didn't look Mexican at all. And I know Mexican comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, and everything. But when somebody is like morenito or American, you just know, right? So we walk up in there, and which we love American clubs too. So we're getting lit, and all of a sudden they play a Chente song at the end, and you see all the Mexicanos peep through it and start freaking echándose gritos and stuff. But what's cool about it, and what is cool about it at these clubs, that even though not everybody is Mexican per se, they're used to the music, and you don't see them making faces or anything. They're like vibing, still drinking, hanging out with their friends, and I guess it's because other people, like outside of Florida, donde hay más raza, like Phoenix, LA, Texas, they grow up with a lot of probably Mexican friends. They grow up probably listening to that type of music in the clubs too. So they're used to it. But I feel like if that were to happen here, people would be like, what the fuck, right? Well, it's happened. It's happened. Like, we'll be like at a bar, and you guys do it so much.
Oh my God.
We'll be at a bar, at a straight up American bar, and they have like a little karaoke thingy there. Or what is it?
Yeah, the Rocola, pues.
That thing, and they'll go put like Grupo Firme on, and I'm like, bruh. And then we're the only ones there. But yeah, over here people would be kind of like looking like WTF, but not over there, which that's why I find it super badass. So yeah, would we go back to rodeo if we're there? If our homies want to go, probably yes. Do we recommend it? If you out there, dale, go. I feel like pa que no te cuenten, vaya.
For sure.
But for sure, pregame, if you're a drinker, right? For sure, pregame. It just makes everything 10 times funnier and 10 times like as far as the shows that they put on. They'd be like chasing.
And as far as Tejano Day, because there's so many other other days that they do. So I don't know how packed.
And if you're gonna go to the Hideout, you'll have to leave during mid-show probably of the performance to go get in line for the Hideout, because I heard it's like 1 or 2 hours, but I've heard it's worth it.
Or just go straight to the Hideout and don't go to the concert.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll try that next time.
Yeah.
Right?
If the act is not that great,
Yeah. I think I'm down for that. And see what's the
big old
hype. But let us know down below if you guys have been out there. Is there VIP sections at the Hideout? How is it inside? Like, because everybody, like I said, was hyping this up. Yeah. So I'm like, bruh, and we didn't get to go. But at the end of the day, we did have a lot of fun. We did end up getting super lit. As you can tell, the people that are watching. Well, I know the ones that aren't watching but are listening. You guys don't know. I literally have my hair in a messy bun, some shades on for the first time ever. And I'm a little cruda, guys. I'm not going to lie. A little tiny bit.
But you guys, we'll be right back because I have a story to tell you guys. Algo que me pasó today. The key.
Oh my God.
Crazy little story. And then we'll come back right quick and then we're going to close it out. But yeah, see you in a bit. Yo, what is up? Welcome back to episode 30, part 2.
We are back.
Took a little break.
¿Qué nos ibas a decir? Me dejaste con las dudas over
This shit is embarrassing. And you know it.
What?
I pulled a mando this morning.
I already know where you're going.
This morning, I went to Rock'em Boots to pick up Lily's boots from last night.
Correct.
And picked up breakfast, some chorizo con huevo, some tortillas. Really good breakfast.
Harina.
Really good stuff. Shout outs to Texas for always having handmade tortillas. Another reason we love Texas.
Oh, yeah. Like if we needed more.
So whatever, right? Shout outs to Fanny for letting me borrow her car. I grabbed her car, took it, le eché gas y todo el pedo. Just kidding, no le eché gas, sorry. But it was like a 5-minute drive.
Pinche mando.
So yeah, I pulled up, used her car, got back home. We ate breakfast. We literally ate right away.
And left 10 minutes later.
Ubered to the airport and bam.
An hour away airport, by the way.
Okay, so as I get to the airport, I'm taking everything out of my pockets. Luckily, I don't have to take off my shoes. Just putting everything in the conveyor belt.
Going through security, by the way. So
Correct.
We had already done all the beginnings.
Yeah. So literally the last step before you get into the gate. And by that time, we're like an hour before our flight, right? That got delayed, but that's a whole nother story. Mm-hmm. So I reach into my pocket. And I feel something in my pocket. It was a little weird. It was Fanny's car keys, you guys. Our friend Fanny's keys in my pocket. So all the way from her house to the airport is an hour. So there was no way she was going to make it. There was no way I was going to make it back. I had to forget about that. But you know what was going on in my head? I was like, whose key is this? Why do I have her key? And then the next thing I thought was like, fuck, she left. I don't know why I thought she dropped us off. And like, fuck, she left without her key. You know how those remote cars now, you don't need to insert the key. So I thought that a lot of things was going in my head at that time, going crazy. Mm-hmm. So then finally I had to call her. She's like, oh, no, it's okay. I was like, no worry. Tomorrow I'll next day air it. So, just one day without your car, no pasa nada. But yeah, I pulled the Mando move this morning.
Typical Mando move. And what's funny is he then looks at me and he's like, sorry, babe. I'm like, what are you sorry about? I don't get mad at him when he does stuff like this or bitch. I just be like, oh.
I mean, it's been a while since I did a little mamada, so ya hacía falta,
Hey, and then I was talking to our girl, Marian from the warehouse, because actually today, Monday, is her actual birthday. And I was like, guess what Manu did? She's like, oh, my God.
Did you tell her already? Yeah. Oh, my God.
So, yeah, she already knew. And then I even told her, and then he was like, I never do shit like this. And I'm like, bruh, you always do shit like this. What do you mean?
But yeah, that was today's little adventure.
But
But shout outs to you guys. You guys put pressure on me today. They saw that we were flying in today on my stories. And there was like, so there's no podcast tomorrow. I was like, you goddamn got me fucked up.
Yeah.
If I have Lily Bay on my side working on something, there's no way that we're going to miss a day.
Yeah, even if I look like this on national TV. Just kidding. And it's 11:16 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, so pa que vean que we're not playing.
So,
and we still have
yeah.
to edit this, which, fun fact, editing a podcast is Otro Pedro.
Yeah.
Otro Pedro. Way harder
Way
than a
harder.
regular vlog, right?
Super hard to edit a podcast, pero no pasa nada. Aquí andamos y no nos vamos. Episode 30 is going to be up in a few hours. Super fresh. The freshest podcast we've ever posted.
Literally.
Typically, we record a day before, a couple days
this
before.
Is a day before.
No, like literally a day. Like
I
this
guess this
morning,
is an hour before.
It's literally
Tuesday.
an hour before, but yeah. Shout outs to you guys supporting, and shout outs to you guys for coming up to us and being like, yeah, I listen to the podcast. That just makes my day when you guys say that.
And shout out to Mando for not being comment down below every 5 seconds.
Oh, I haven't said a comment down below. So let me think of something.
Yeah. Yeah, let's move into my horóscopos de Durango. Just kidding.
Oh, okay, let's go. Vámonos.
All right, let's get right into it. Cancer, a window of opportunity is opening up for you, dear Moonchild. You may have noticed it already, but you may not think that it applies to you. Why is that? Perhaps because you don't see yourself as being very lucky, especially lately. Or maybe you don't think you are good enough to qualify for what is being offered. But rest assured that that opening is meant for you. And it is the portal through which you can make a dream come true, but only if you accept the challenge. You are encouraged to do so. Virgo, you are a good-hearted, honorable individual. Your intentions are solid gold. You help when you can, and you can be honest to a fault. But nonetheless, rare that all of these and other wonderful traits of yours are ever noticed. That's not why you are who you are, of course. But it would be nice for those things to be recognized. Soon enough, something you did beautifully will be noticed and mentioned. Don't be self-depreciating when it happens, Virgo. Accept it, absorb it, acknowledge it, and you are the one who needs to see how much you deserve it. Leo, your generosity is legendary, Leo. You are probably aware of this and you are probably very happy about it. Whenever this or any of your stellar and impressive characteristics are noticed, it makes you glow from the inside out. But when you give it so much that it is to a fault, especially when you can't afford to do so, or when it is not appreciated by the recipient, it can start to weigh you down instead of lifting you up. Someone in your world either may be taking you for granted or worse, taking advantage of you. As long as you are aware of this, you can handle it. So you guys already know, good vibes, health, and wealth. Y sobre todo, mucho desmadre.
Let's go. Y así quedó today's Zodiac weekly reading of the podcast.
By the way, I already ordered my little crystal.
You've said that on the last 6 podcasts.
I thought it was that what got, because I ordered another crystal, pero me llegó the second
So you
one.
promise us that on the next podcast.
No, I'm not going to promise you nothing. Cuando llegue. I don't know if they're like handmade or what. I got it on Etsy.
Oh,
so.
okay. It's not on Amazon's. So no llega de bolón ping-pong. All right, cool.
You know what? I think I like the shades too. Oh, no, it's going to be too much, right?
We'll try it out. We'll see what it looks like.
I want it to be a vibe whenever I'm reading these things. I'm going to get better at it. I promise you guys. I'm just waiting for my attire to get here. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, aside from the whole Houston Rodeo thing that we went to go do and experience for the first time ever, we actually also went because one of my good friends had her first baby and she told us right from the get-go, bitch, as soon as I have this baby y se acaba la cuarentena, you better come visit me because we're going to go get lit. Because she's otra como yo que le gusta andar de para arriba y para abajo. And the fact that she's gone at this point almost a whole year from not drinking, going out, doing anything.
That's crazy.
I was like, if that was me and I was in her shoes, I would want my friends to come visit me so we could go get lit too, you know? So I was like, say less chiquilla. And I pulled up. And bro, I was so proud of her because number one, it is her first baby, right? But also the fact that I like the way she is being with her baby, because I've seen that sometimes a lot of first time moms change drastically for a baby. And I remember actually my sister-in-law Janelle, which my brother, in case you guys don't know, had his first baby named Luna.
Shout out to Luna.
Shout out to you, Luna. I miss you. She's the one that told me that she is not changing her lifestyle for a baby. The baby is going to be incorporated into her lifestyle. Does that make any sense? I don't know if I'm saying it correctly.
No, that's right.
And don't take it in the wrong way, sino que she didn't want to become that type of mom that she loses herself because she had a baby. So, and it's something that growing up, all my friends have babies by now. It's something that growing up, every time I saw my friends become first-time moms, I never witnessed any of them drastically change. They always stayed who they were. They would still come to parties, come with the baby, put the baby down when it was nap time. But they wouldn't be like, oh my God, we got to go because it's the baby's nap time or anything crazy like that. It's just they were still living their life, but now they have an added baby. And we all got to play with the baby. We would all always help with the baby and all that good stuff. So yeah, whenever my friend was having her first baby, whenever Fanny was having her baby, I was very much like a little worried, like, damn, am I going to lose another friend for now? Because sometimes it's not us. Like, I know a lot of moms go through this stage where they lose a lot of friends because their friends don't come around a lot, which I'm sure you've heard of.
Yeah.
And that's when you know who your real friends are. But al revés también, hay veces where the moms completely change, like 360 change. So imagine being friends for so long with somebody and knowing them one way, and then they become a mom and they completely 360% change, right? So I feel like it could be both ways. So whenever Fanny had her baby, I literally thought that she was going to change, right?
Yeah.
I even told her to her face, and she even told me, bitch, if I do, you better tell me to my face. And a lot of my friends tell me that, But no, al contrario, her baby, super, super calm, right? Super calm. We would go out to eat. We didn't really go to the desmadre really with Fanny. She did go to rodeo, but she left a little early. But she didn't let her baby stop her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I feel like, and I told Severo and Fanny, I feel like the system that they're running is genius.
Yeah.
Because the baby is by herself a good amount of the day.
Oh, yeah.
She's not 100% always on arms,
Yes.
but she's always around. It's not like they have her somewhere else.
No, when it's nap
she's
time,
always around.
Se va a su cuarto, se duerme. She doesn't have to be on top of her, breathe. That gives Fanny a chance to breathe and to get. She was meal prepping, do her little chores and everything. So yeah, I'm super proud of them. I hope to become parents like that one day.
For sure.
And we always, because guys, we're older already. We've seen it all. And I know as much as we say, oh, I don't want to be this type of mom, you just never know. I'm never going to know until I become a mom. I get that. But from seeing literally hundreds of friends that I have become moms and witnessing the type of moms that they have been, I know what kind I want to be and what kind I hope to not be.
Yeah, and then you did tell Fanny, if I do become that other mom that I don't want to be, slap me and tell me something, because I don't want to be that,
Well, yeah, like I said, growing up, my tias, my mom, because my mom had my little sister when I was 15 already. So I was already grown by the time the first babies came around. I'm the oldest cousin too. From my mom's side of the family. So my whole life I've been around babies, moms, the way they change, the way they don't change. And for the most part, 99% of the people I grew up with didn't change when they had a baby. It was just, oh, it's me plus a baby, right? Yeah. But it wasn't until recently where I started noticing the other type of moms that I'm like, that's too stressful for me, too overwhelming. I just can't. I just wish to not be like that, But I do feel like social media plays a big part in it. And actually, I know I could talk about it because my friend Fanny doesn't care, right? But she was saying that at one point she was starting to get overwhelmed of what type of mom she should be because of social media. Because she was on baby TikTok where they try to tell you what to do, what not to do, or what time you could put them to sleep, how much they're supposed to be sleeping, all this crazy back and forth stuff. And it started to kind of get to her. So I literally told her, delete that fucking TikTok and add another one, or so I've told you in the past, the way you could change your algorithm is for you to search up different things, and sooner or later your TikTok feed will change. So she did that. She deleted her TikTok, started one all over again with hopes that that whole baby TikTok wasn't in her face and she was getting all overwhelmed about. But yeah, and that's something actually that Janelle did too. She unfollowed all that baby shit, all that moms trying to be super moms drama, and all that. You know, oh no, you can't put them in a walker. You can no sé qué. You know.
Yeah, like you said earlier, it all changes when you have your baby.
Yeah,
so it's
for
easy as hell for us to talk about it and say do this, do that, do this, but we don't have a baby.
Yeah.
But we do see what other people do, and like you said, we see hundreds of parents.
And the reason why I bring up the other type of moms is because I have seen and witnessed how stressed they are living and how unhappy they get because of this type of mom that they're trying to be. And come on, when you know when somebody's glowing and happy, and you know when somebody's stressed and like hating life, and even why would you be trying to be this type of mom that you think is correct, but you're miserable as hell? Like, well, what kind of life is that, you know? So yeah, the fact that my friend was doing really, really good, I was so proud of her. I was like, okay, I was so right. We
said it to her face.
Yeah, we are super blunt with our friends, and we're like, I was not expecting this, you know. And she was so happy that we told her too, because she was like, okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm
doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm doing a good job.
She didn't need us to say that, but
yeah, no, of course not.
But
yeah, that is another part of the reason. And you don't even know this, babe.
A ver.
Tenemos que ir a visitar otro bebé a Chicago. Porque si no voy, me matan.
We got to plan that out.
The problem, and I'm going to be honest.
Comment down below, people from Chicago, because I know you guys have been wanting us to go to Chicago.
Yeah.
Go ahead, babe. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah. The problem is that I went to go see somebody's baby, I went to go see somebody's baby probably like a year ago. And how would I look if I don't go see my other friend's baby?
Yeah.
You know, like my friends have been my friends for 10 plus 15 years. You know, I'm going to look fake. So now I have to go, right?
And you want to see the baby.
And I want to see the baby too.
And you want to see your friend.
Well, honestly, I thought she was going to come and throw her baby shower here. Nada. So... And I want to go to Chicago, so I'm like,
we just got to wait till the weather gets a little better. Told her. Because it'd be too cold
Somebody
out there.
said it was snowing the other day. I was like, no. I'm done with winter, guys. We are in full spring. No, we're in full summer vibes down here.
Yeah, we got to go to the beach soon.
This weekend, I was planning on going Saturday.
Sunday. I'll get back Sunday.
At what time do you get back?
7 a.m.
On Sunday at 7 a.m.? Yeah. Babe, you're going to be jet lagged. No
te preocupes. We're going to go to the beach on Sunday. I'm down.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, no, I fly in on Sunday. It's 8:30 I get here, so... Yeah.
I have to go work the party plug by myself.
Okay, good.
Sunday.
Wait. For the people that don't know, and we already said it, it's 11:30 at night, right? This is how we do no excuses in this bitch. 11:30 at night. We just got home from Houston, shot a podcast, had dinner. I got to edit this tonight. I got to post this by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
You still have to pack.
I still have to pack.
And unpack.
And shower. And then literally wake up, shower, and catch a flight to North Carolina that Lily Bay's not going to. Yeah. It's a marketing meeting that I have to go to, that I love to go to. Can't wait.
Yeah, no, I was going to go, but we have some party plug things that we have to turn in. We have to go do this, or I have to go now this weekend. And I was like, I'll just go. I'll just stay, I mean.
So what I'm trying to say that if you're going to do something and take it from Lily Bay, don't stop. Just keep going. Push yourself. We're pushing ourselves tonight. We could have made a million excuses and not shot it,
And I don't want you guys to think like, oh, they're overworking themselves. That's like too much stress. Honestly, for me, I don't feel like this is work. I don't feel like it is stressing, nothing. I just do it and get it over with. That's like my number one thing. Yes or no?
This is the most that we talk. I mean, we talk all day and stuff, but like that we sit down and talk and analyze something, this is the most. That's why I enjoy it too.
On the podcast, you mean?
Yeah, on the podcast. Okay, so yeah. But yeah.
Oh, so you love talking to me, babe?
Yeah. And
Más te vale,
all right, before we go, we're celebrating our Dirty 30 today. This is episode 30 of the podcast.
We should have brought balloons and shit.
Because the 30 is the new 21 or something like that, I heard. So
30s are the new 20s or something like that.
But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed episode 30.
It was a little different. We didn't have all these different subjects. We basically did a recap of the weekend, Houston, puro pinche desmadre, my zodiac, and all the vibes. But I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you guys on the next podcast.
Let's get it. See you guys next time.
But I need a michelada right now. Just kidding.